Okay, and when you've got your notes ready, just spend a minute and work with the person sitting next to you to brainstorm what you remember. Okay, just 1 or 2 minutes, you can start.
Like the one they wrote like this. Your opinion's fair. You guys probably know more about poodles now than you ever hoped to know. But the idea of choosing that subject was to choose something that wasn't connected to any particular content subject, and it was the first thing I came up with. So thank you for being patient with it. Okay, so you should have some ideas. Congratulations to the people that took notes. Just a little round of applause for the note takers. Because they made their own lives a little bit easier, but I'm sure everybody has some great ideas. So, who's writing on the board? Who's writing on the board?
Who's writing on the board?
I have to read that.
You can read it.
Manu should be
All right. Oh yeah,
It's my ear.
Manu.
Where's it back on? You know what you said?
Should I?
Yes, absolutely. Your team has some ideas as well. Okay, we've got 2 minutes here. So.
I did.
No. More. Microphone. My bag.
Oh, you think you're tall, Sandy? Whoa! That's a question.
Examples or evidence, he analyzes the
Wait, what's that?
Okay, let's just write one thing each.
Yo, Manuel, chill out.
Manuel.
Paragraphs?
Manuel has done the work. He wants to show everybody how great his notes were. One thing each so that everybody
Education. Who wants the marker?
Let's go.
I do particularly like number 9. There you
Alright, ladies and gents. We're pretty impressed.
I'm very impressed. Really, you guys have done an amazing job. You've pulled out all of the most important points, which is fantastic. Well done. Well done.
I think a little round of applause.
A little round of applause.
So,
Where are the numbers going? Like, who wrote them?
I don't know. Because it's not a maths class, so we're okay not being able to count in seconds. So, just to refresh your memories, this is what you had on the video. And I think we're going to show this and we're going to go through it and we're going to fill in the areas that you didn't actually manage to remember to write on the board, but I think you did more here than was actually asked, and you had all of the other components from the video, so yes, very well done. So, for the remainder of the lesson, we're really going to be putting this into practice, analysing and writing. So, next.
I was just going to say, I mean, all of them were fantastic, but I especially like number 19 because I was worried about the video because it implies that opinion isn't important, and that's actually not what it's saying. It's saying what Corinne wrote in number 19, which is that your opinion needs evidence, it needs to be backed up by things. So obviously people care what you think, but it has to come from somewhere, it has to be clear what evidence from the text in English or what evidence from history you're talking about. So that was a really important point that I'm glad that Corinne made. Okay, so thank you. Right, well done everybody.
Okay, so we're going to go back to your baseline test. Do you remember doing this right at the beginning of the year when I really freaked you out and gave you an exam paper? And you did very well, and it was very impressive. So we're going to give these back out, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the components, the ones that you wrote down, what we have there, and you're going to choose one paragraph from this work, and you're going to see whether you actually met the criteria. So what you're doing is you're actually kind of evaluating your own work. You're understanding where your personal weaknesses are, what you particularly need to improve. Instead of us doing a generic kind of lesson, we're looking at a personalised lesson. What do you need to work on? Okay, a couple of people do these out. If you just watch our backs as well, please, so that when people are walking around, they're not going to die. Maybe it would be good to work in pairs for that. So choose one person to go first, choose a paragraph, and then you can both discuss and analyse and get a nice kind of independent perspective on how well you're doing with your paragraphing. Okay? Yeah?
It's easy.
No, let's do it.
Thank you.
So you guys do have
Or maybe both. Is that a bit of it?
Okay, all right. Great. Now the idea of this is not to kind of make everybody go, oh my god. The idea is to focus on moving forwards. So what are you going to do differently next time? I had some great suggestions from here. Connie, your idea was great. So what are you going to do next time?
I'm not going to trail off from the topic at hand.
Great. So that's an organisation of paragraphs question, isn't it? So that's a great goal for next time when you're writing. What about you, madam?
That I should separate paragraphs and not have a lot of ideas in the same paragraph.
Okay, great. These are fantastic goals. Does anyone else want to offer a goal for their next writing task? Alexander.
Mine to be more, so I feel like sometimes I was just like having like random things in
Great.
like, different parts of medicine.
Great, fantastic. Yeah, Jacob.
I want to remember to not write book and put novel instead.
Okay, so that's a vocabulary question. Okay, to be consistent with your vocabulary. Corinne.
Mine agrees with Manuela's, like I kind of want to learn how to shorten my paragraphs and learn how to separate them better.
Great. Okay, fantastic. Hedda.
So read over my paragraph after I write it to make sure they're like coherent and like they actually make sense.
Fantastic. Yeah, Guillermo.
To focus on literary techniques and their effect on the reader.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm
Do
just
these-
actually reading out my not to do with paragraphing that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Smart. Guillermo. Very smart.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this now, but again we're going to choose a neutral subject. Do you remember the title of the piece of writing from our very first screen pass? It was a question.
Oh yeah.
Does-
School kills creativity.
Okay, so in pairs, you guys are going to write a power paragraph.
Power paragraph.
A power paragraph, yeah. Answering this question. Do schools kill creativity?
Yes.
Okay, but before you write, what are you going to need to plan? What are the bits of the paragraph we talked about?
So we get to the main topic.
Okay, so you're going to need a topic sentence. What else are you going to need?
First point.
First point, with what? Yeah. What else are you going to need? Could it be like an
Opinions.
yeah. Second point. Again. What else are you going to need?
Third point.
Okay, yeah. And then what? Concluding sentence. Okay.
This ties in with the way that we teach within English, and we have the concept of point, which is your topic sentence, evidence, so you're looking at your information that you have there, explain, which is the first, second and third point, and then development, which is about linking it back to the main concept, your initial point, and also the question itself. So really all of these kind of things all join together within all of your subjects. I'm sure history as well has this format, but maybe they just kind of like, they package it a little bit differently.
So which one from here was point? We look at the numbers.
Topic sentence.
Okay, topic sentence is the point.
And then evidence and explain is really your kind of first, second, third point, because what you're doing is developing your topic sentence and giving reasons, and then your development at the bottom is the concluding sentence that links back to the question. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so before you start writing, I want you to plan it. Brainstorm your ideas together according to the structure. Don't write the paragraph yet. And do this in pairs. Yes, more. Yes, Yeah.
going to be able to answer that question?
How strict is it? So like,
What we
okay.
ask you to do.
Okay.
Okay, so are you going to be able to answer that? No.
Drop us last.
Do you think we've only described one paragraph? Can you answer this question? Is that what we're asking you to do, to answer the question?
No.
No. What are we asking you to do?
Argue on that.
So one paragraph, 1 point. Okay? It doesn't matter what that point is. What we're doing is focusing on how you're structuring the paragraph. We're not asking you to answer that question.
So we're doing it wrong.
So your point is
allowed to like just.
Pending.
No, because there's also like, no, because there's also like people like, yes, because
So How are you going to rephrase that to make it as simple as what are you trying to
No,
say?
already.
But that's okay, as long as there's a strategy. Yeah, but I don't know what's
So there's no one creativity.
It is in certain schools, depending on what's.
Okay, so your point is that it's safe is to so that's your topic sentence. So when we try and get your topic sentence to a single sentence, it is impossible to answer. That's the topic sentence.
Okay, very nice. Well done. This is a great start. I just want to show you one that we did together over here. It was a great point. And this is kind of what the lesson plan looks like. I'm going to read it because my writing is spectacular, I'm sorry. But the topic sentence is connected to class structure. It's saying the way that classes are structured doesn't support creativity in certain schools. That's the topic. That's the main idea of this paragraph. First point, students learn in different ways, and often the lecture style, the way that people are teaching, doesn't necessarily support creativity from students who learn differently. It's a great point. The impact on the students means that they don't sometimes know how they learn, so they don't know how to help themselves. That's the first point inside this topic about class structure. The second topic, the way that the timetable is organised. There isn't a great deal of focus on the performing arts or sports, so some subjects are out of balance, some subjects are given more importance than others, which also does not support creativity. So that's a second point, supporting this idea that classes are not structured properly. The third point, the way that individual classes are structured, says that sometimes teachers aren't creative, and again, that doesn't support students being creative. The concluding sentence is going to wrap up this idea of class structure. Now, spending 5 minutes planning this paragraph means that writing it is going to be really, really easy. So if we can start thinking about how to plan paragraphs in this way, on an essay level, then that's going to make essay writing really, really simple. If you spend 20 minutes planning each of your paragraphs, your essay will kind of write itself, which is quite a nice thing to know, isn't it?
It's really difficult as well when you're writing an essay to concentrate on what you're writing and how you're writing. So you plan what you're writing, and then when you're actually doing the writing, you can think about your word choice, your grammar, your use of sentences, all of the language things that are such a massive component of the mark schemes for English. Okay, so this is actually benefiting you. Planning will make a difference, a massive difference in what grades you get.
Okay, going back to your individual plans, now, on your own, and you are going to hand this in at the end, I want you to write your paragraph. You have 10 minutes to do this. Quietly. On your own, so on your own. Not this paragraph, your own one from your own.
think we'll be right at the end.
You can use all the points, whatever you want. So just 10 minutes for this.
I'll put this here.
This too much stuff.
Everybody's going to
Like
need
I
to
say.
So what are we talking about? What's my first day?
I kind of created bylaws with like the timetables.
So we're writing into the document.
Maybe I don't know, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah, but you need to sort of paragraph on the top. Yeah. Go. Sense resources. That's it. Yeah. No, bro, you just gonna repeat it. Okay. Okay, so yeah. There's scales and then okay. Yeah, okay, no, you so we should say how to say no, that's fine. Sensei focus your English math rather than no. You can say yeah, okay. We have this course emphasizing creativity and velocity. So we have to say something different. Always how to manage the vegetarian. So we could do I don't know, basically so just go It is good morning from today's basis. But it's also required to like help the child fight himself.
computer, you are putting your name on it and you are emailing it. If you've done it on a piece of paper, put your name on it and you are handing it in. You can now keep your essays as well, because that's the last time that we're going to need to use them.
Yeah, but you just put it on.
Yeah, I feel like I can use myself. Are we packing away?
I love the fact everyone's so committed to
Finishing them.
email it as it is to
Put your name on it.
Bravo! You guys said they were in pairs.
We're also going to give you a video for next week. My suggestion is that you make notes, okay, as you're watching the next video, which will send to you for next week.
And I'm also going to send you, we're going to do a case study on Benetton advertising. We're going to send you some adverts. You do not need to do anything with them. They're basically because all the stuff that I'm going to give you is photocopies in black and white. So these are the colour ones just so you have them.